Yeah, so the transition to the FEC, a lot of these centers are finding that one of the things you had mentioned there, that league bowling was down to 1.97% of total bowlers in the United States, which it may be a little less than that based upon what we're finding. And we also have found that open play bowlers who are not league bowlers, on average, you need about 50 to 60 open play bowlers to spend the same amount of money as 100 league bowlers, because they're paying top dollar for league bowling. They're drinking and eating more than league bowlers do. Nothing against league bowlers. This is just a monetary fact of the industry.
Right.
And a lot of centers are finding that if they have 24 lanes, let's say, they're still going to be able to fit their leagues and those people on 18 lanes, let's say. So they take out 6 lanes, they put in a redemption arcade, or they put in axe throwing, and the revenue per square foot, which is the key to being successful in this industry, almost triples.
Yep.
Based upon what they're doing. I always go back to a center we did called Colonial Lanes in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. It was a 64 lane lane traditional bowling center. Yeah. And we literally tore down half his building, made it the parking lot with the front entrance.
Wow.
It was down to 28 lanes. And he put in a redemption arcade, 2 lanes of mini bowling, a laser tag, and a new bar and restaurant concept. And his revenue quadrupled.
I bet.
First year.
Easily. Yeah. And I'm sure the profits right there too.
Now he spent about $5 million because his demolition was quite expensive.
Sure.
But his return on investment was phenomenal.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure you pay that back pretty quickly, 5 years or less.
So this is a trend. The next big trend, what you're going to see, is a conversion from free fall pin setters to string pin setters.
Yep.
As soon as the USBC sanctions string pin setters for league play, sanctioned league play, we have quite a few bowling centers in the United States now that are lining up literally for conversion to 24-volt string pin setters.
Yeah.
And ours are 24 volt, the safest pin setter in the world to use, because you can't be electrocuted working on 24 volts. And they use about 15% of the power.
Yeah.
So these are big items. And the other thing is, a traditional pin setter has about 2,200 moving parts per pin setter.
And the mechanic.
Our string pin setter has 85.
Yeah.
So I did a 20 lane center in Massachusetts. One of the ones that we built for him, we built 5 locations for him, but in 2005, we built one that, pre-advent of string pin setters. And we went in later on after we did 4 more locations with string and did a conversion for him. And in the first year, he saved over $100,000 between labor, parts, and power, because he paid for the pin setters in 2 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then going forward, he's got $100,000 in positive cash flow for that type of investment. So that's why a lot of centers are considering this.
Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 5 of them a week. Subscribe to get more and to keep learning about what's working in the bowling industry. I'll talk to you then.